This is going to be my thumbnail. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, the one and only Adrian Chambly, and yes, as you can tell by the thumbnail, I did manage to pre-order a Nintendo Switch 2 on the 24th of April. Was it easy? Actually, yeah. Believe it or not, I know a lot of people had a difficult time pre-ordering the Nintendo Switch 2, especially if you did it online. It was a shit show. I'm gonna tell you my story on how I got it. I was already planning on trying to get it online. Well, first off, I didn't even know that at midnight on the 24th that Walmart, Target, and Best Buy were gonna have pre-orders open online. I had no idea about that, so I missed all that fiasco. I didn't experience any of that, but I saw some stuff online about Target canceling orders that are in your cart, and you're on the online line and at Walmart, and you get kicked out of the line, and a lot of crazy shit going on. So it was a disaster. Kind of reminds me of when the PS5 and the Xbox Series X was coming out, and people were trying to get it online. It was a disaster there too. But what I did know is that I knew that 8 o'clock my time on the West Coast that GameStop was going to open up their pre-orders online, and I had decided to just pre-order online. I did get up at 5 a.m. and I was thinking, maybe I should go down to GameStop and wait in line, but I decided against it at the end of the day. I was going to try my luck online. I thought I'd be able to get one online. I didn't get one online. I get up at 7:30 in the morning because I went back to bed at 5. I get up at 7:30, make my coffee and everything, sit down at my desk. I have it on the GameStop website, and once it hit 8 o'clock, I refreshed it. And once I refreshed it, I got kicked out. The whole website shut down. It was a shit show. It was like the moment I refreshed it, the website itself just told me
Nigga, please.
it was terrible. And I kept trying to refresh, and it still wouldn't let me back into the site because everybody in America was on that site trying to get a Nintendo Switch 2. It just completely shut down. And then probably about 10 minutes later, I get back on there and it was sold out. And so I told myself, you know what, Adrian, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. I can get one for my birthday. At least I'll try to. It's not a huge deal. I don't need it right now. Um, it is what it is. I'm not gonna worry about it. And I wasn't coping. I was just really just felt that it's not a big deal. So I went about the rest of my day. I did have some errands that I needed to run. I had to go to stop at Best Buy, then I had to stop at GameStop because I wanted to trade in some games and try to get credit for it, maybe buy something new. But I did wonder if they did have some leftover Switch 2 pre-orders. So that was kind of on my mind. So I go to Best Buy. I didn't even bother asking Best Buy if they had any pre-orders because I already knew the answer was going to be a hell no. So I go to Best Buy, do what I have to do over there. Then I go to GameStop. And my curiosity of wondering if they had pre-orders actually turned into a gut feeling that they did. But I still wasn't sure. But something told me in my gut that hey, you might be able to get a pre-order today. But I wasn't gonna try and really ask or whatever. I was just gonna walk in nonchalantly, see if they had any. Like maybe they'll bring it up to me. So we sold out of Switch 2s, or how come wasn't here to get a Switch 2 pre-order? We sold out. I figured they'll probably mention it like that. I didn't want to ask because I felt silly trying to ask because I know it's like the hottest thing in the world to try and pre-order right now. So I figured, me asking would be laughable. But anyways, I go up to my GameStop and I look and they had that sheet of paper where they show how many they have in stock. And they have like over 100. And I thought to myself, damn, I should have just waited in line. I would have got one easily. But then I remind myself that Adrian, no big deal. Don't worry about it. I'll get one in the future. It's no big deal. So I walk in there and I see quite a few people in there. My GameStop isn't busy, and it's not like we had a lot of people in there. It wasn't like we had a ton of people in that GameStop that yesterday, but there was a line, and I was wondering what this line was for, and I was like, "Is this for pre-orders for the Switch too?" Hmm. So I wait in line to do my pre-orders. And there's some people ahead of me. There was one guy who was trading in stuff, and I don't know if they're trying to trade in for a Switch 2 or they're just trying to get credit or whatever. And there was one person at working the register, and she was doing the trade-ins, and then another person showed up. He was getting back from his lunch. He goes to his terminal, logs in and everything, and the next guy in line, he asked to pre-order a Switch 2. And my kind of lit up a bit. I'm like, wait a minute, they have pre-orders here? But he like showed like a little number on his phone, so I'm thinking, oh, maybe he had some special order or something like that. Maybe I'm SOL. Again, wasn't really tripping per se, but just like my hopes were. I got my hopes up just a little bit. At least I thought I did. Um, so then he gets taken care of. The next person in line comes up. He has nothing in his hand whatsoever, and he asked for a Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order, and he got a pre-order. I'm like, wait a minute, they do have Switch 2 pre-orders. I might just get one. Oh shit! And the guy said we have 18 left. I was like, oh damn, I'm getting a Switch 2 pre-order. Oh shit! So that guy gets his pre-order. He leaves, and then I go up next, and I kind of just ask him again. It's like, how many Switch 2 pre-orders do you have? And he said 18. I was like, well, it looks like I'm getting a Switch 2 pre-order then. And it's like, well, it's down to 17 now. So I went in, I got my pre-order Switch 2. It was the $450 model. The $500 models sold quickly, so yeah. And understandably so. I'll get to that in a second. So I did pre-order a Switch 2. I pre-ordered Mario Kart World, and I pre-ordered a micro SD card. And the great thing about it is that with the trade-ins I had, it ended up being like $70 worth of credit. So all of that went towards the Switch 2 and all the other pre-orders the Switch 2, the game, and the SD card. So I didn't really spend a dime, which was awesome. But yeah, that's my story on how I pre-ordered the Switch 2. Really unexpected, and yes, obviously a lot more of a chill story compared to what other people went through. I know a lot of people are going through some shit trying to get that damn thing, and some people still wasn't able to get it. And I really hope that everybody is able to get a Switch 2. Everybody who wants one should be able to get one. I hope they get one. It's really unfortunate that Nintendo makes things a lot difficult for people. And to be fair, the tariffs didn't help matters either, because it delayed the pre-order in America from November 9th to November 20th. Not November, excuse me. From April 9th to April 24th. And yeah, it was a fiasco yesterday for a lot of people, and I really, really hope that those people who want to switch to are able to get one, because we're a community here. We're here to encourage one another, and I I hope that we all get what we want, and I really hope that those who want to switch to are able to get one. Now, as far as the controversy goes with the Switch pricing, I'm gonna say this: when it comes to the console itself, the price, I'm honestly okay with the price. A lot of people think $450 is too much. I think it's just fine, honestly. Um, it's a 4K system. You can do 120 FPS, and it's handheld. Honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with $450, and the graphics look really good. I was watching a YouTuber, and he said that he was showing Street Fighter 6, and he said Street Fighter 6 on the Switch 2 looks better than it does on the PS4. And I looked, and it did. Granted, I don't know how accurate that comparison was. You know, sometimes comparison videos can be misleading, but from what I saw, it did look better on the Switch 2 compared to the PS4. So there are some people saying that it might be more powerful than the PS4. Now, until we know the full specs and everything, we don't know. I don't know. I'm not super tech savvy, so I can't say myself. But all I can say is this: I'm okay with the $450 price tag. However, I am not okay with $80 video games. And yes, this is coming from somebody who pre-ordered an $80 video game. I did it because I can't get the $500 console. The $500 console comes with Mario Kart World digitally, and it sold out like nothing. So yeah, I had to get the physical copy. But I mean, I'm a physical collector. I like getting physical copies of games, but damn, $80, it's it's like fuck. And they said GameStop was going to get a limited supply. At least my GameStop was going to get a limited supply of copies, and I do want to play Mario Kart World too. So I said, you know what, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll bite the bullet. But $80 for a video game is ridiculous. Now, not all games are going to be $80, because I know Donkey Kong Bonanza is only $70, which is fine. That game looks beautiful, by the way. I can't wait for that to come out in July. Metroid, I don't know how much Metroid's going to cost. But yeah, $80 for Mario Kart. And I didn't see the direct either, so I don't know everything about the game. I know that's an open world kart game, which is awesome, but is it worth $80? I don't know. Probably not. But I'm getting it anyway. It is what it is. But yeah, the prices of the games, some of the games I don't like. Another thing I don't like too is this whole game key thing, where part of the game is on a cartridge and the rest of it you have to like download online. So you're not buying the full game right away. At least that's what I think it is. I could be wrong that's how it's described to me, and that doesn't sound appealing. I hate that. Kind of shows that we're going further away from physical media, and we're just going to be, and pretty soon going to be all digital, and I'm not looking forward to that one bit. But here's hoping it's just only a temporary thing, and then maybe when they see more and more people against that, they'll just start putting the full games on a cart. So I still have hopes that they'll start putting more games on a cart fully and just not do the game key thing. But then again, maybe the game key thing won't be as bad as I think it is. Who knows? But yeah, that's my Switch 2 story. And that's how I feel about the Switch 2 in general. I know I was going to make a video about it after the Direct. I didn't really get to it because I've been super busy with work and kind of just been lazy and burnt out. I'm on vacation right now. I haven't done shit but play video games and just watch wrestling and relax. I haven't streamed or anything like that. I didn't realize how burnt out I was until I got on vacation, and this is the first video I'm making this week. I've been wanted to make like 3 videos, but I didn't make any. But you don't realize how tired you are until you really sit down and just take a chill pill. And do I regret not uploading anything? Honestly, no, because I needed the rest. But I feel real rested now, and obviously I'm making this video. This is a perfect video to kick things off. So I'm sorry for the delay and everything. I'm gonna try to be better next time. I'm gonna try to make this a start of more of me uploading more consistently. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is Adrian signing off. Y'all have a wonderful night. Take care, be safe, happy gaming, and good luck to all those trying to get the Switch 2.